Hello! In this update, I would like to begin by offering thanks for the huge amount of support the channel has received in recent months. Every like, comment and subscription really does help motivate me to do more. I would also like to offer special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters and share with you how the money pledged through Patreon is directly helping to improve the channel content. As some of you may know, we smashed the first 2 Patreon milestones pretty quickly, which means I'm now committed to producing at least 1 video per month. And I've now purchased some additional camera equipment to improve both the quality of the videos as well as speeding up workflow. All of the videos so far have been shot on the Nikon D7100 with a 35mm prime lens. The new camera I'm going to be using is the Nikon D750, and I'll mostly be shooting with a 90mm Tamron macro lens. This means we'll be able to get a much closer view of the miniatures being painted. And you can see 1 or 2 shots in episode 11 that were filmed with this lens. Here you can see the closest shots I could achieve with my previous camera on the left, compared with the kind of shots I can comfortably get with the new camera on the right. And we can get even closer still, should we need to. Having a second camera also means that I can leave the D7100 in a fixed position in my figure cabinet, to be used for the sole purpose of taking still images of the figures in between the main stages of painting. These are the shots that are needed to produce the transitional sequences that I always like to include at the beginning of each tutorial, and would usually necessitate a time-consuming rearrangement of the camera and tripod. This process will now be far quicker for me whilst filming, and should produce smoother sequences for you to enjoy, as the camera never has to leave its position. One other piece of equipment I've purchased is this camera slider by Varavon. This will serve 2 main purposes. Firstly, it will allow me to produce a wider range of creative establishing shots, such as you can see here, aided by the D750's ability to shoot at 60 frames per second. And secondly, it will speed up my workflow, as I will now be able to more quickly reposition the camera when switching between shots of the miniature being painted and shots of the mixing palette. All of these improvements are being paid for as far as possible through your generosity as patrons, and will mean that I can realistically aim to increase both the quality of the videos and the pace of my output. Finally, please feel free to let me know which miniature ranges you would like to see covered in the channel, by filling in the Google questionnaire which you can find in the channel description below. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy painting!